In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned in life. It goes on. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Strong hands, people. That's what we need today. I mean, we see the market sliding backwards. I just checked out the Bitcoin price a minute ago. I had to get off real early this morning, that farmhand job I was telling you guys about. You know, the animals got to be fed right, so I didn't really get a chance to look at the price pretty much till about an hour ago when I started trying to put this show together and hop out here. $6,519. I mean, I'm glad I'm not paying any bills right now with it, because that's about an 8.3% hit. That is not what anybody wants. I mean, this market cap was coming in a little over $229 billion. That's down from the 250 we had been seeing. I mean, pretty much the only good I got is that the BTC dominance is up. It's coming in at 48.8%. But I do got a little bit of good news for you guys. We got Samantha hanging out over here in the chat today.
Good morning, afternoon, everyone.
Well, let me hop over here, show you guys one of these screen share things, see what we got going on with the market. All right, let's click these buttons and make it happen. All right, here we go. I see Samantha's been clicking stuff. Let me go ahead and refresh this and see what we got going on, because you know cryptocurrency be changing every minute. All right, like I said, market cap coming in at $229 billion. It'll get up there again. I mean, I definitely have all the faith in the world on cryptocurrency and Bitcoin especially. You know, what I got the feeling here is that traders be trading, man. I mean, we got a Bitcoin price of 6,500. You know, a lot of people were probably hoping on news of that ETF getting passed. I mean, even though smart money pretty much knew that it was going to get delayed, but hey, they were probably saying, let's go ahead and take here. This is going to be a top. Let's try to buy back in at a bottom. You know, what it's going to be for a bottom, I don't know. I mean, are we going to get back down there to the $6,000 that we had seen before and thought was the bottom, or, you know, 5.8 or whatever it was that had lasted for an hour or two? Or are we going to see something lower? I don't know. You know, you got to shake a magic 8 ball on this stuff. It's hard to read, you know, the psychological profile of the 80%er out there that think that they're going to make a bunch of money because they can time the top and they can time the bottom. Well, I mean, I've been there. I tried it. You know, you got to come through the 80% to be able to get to be a 20%er. So I don't know about you guys, but I know I've tried to time the top and bottom, and it's never really worked out for me. So that Ethereum price, it looks like a lot of these. I mean, look at that, 10%, 16%, 14%, 17% down. I mean, my stop loss got called on EOS last night, so that sucks. Not super fond of that. I hate throwing money away. You know I'm a miser. But, I mean, look at that Ethereum price, $368, down 10%. So we dropped below that 400, headed into the 350 mark. Definitely hurting a lot of people's portfolios because, you know, a lot of people are diversified between Bitcoin and Ethereum. A lot of this speculation came along last year during the hype of people trying to get into these altcoins, hoping that they'd be able to make some more money, trying to figure out what the next Bitcoin was going to be. Looks like we got Ripple coming in at 34 cents. That's down 16%. I am sure that those crypto twin brothers are not happy right now with how much they talk about they're in XRapid. We got Bitcoin Cash coming in on the other side of $600. That's down 14%. I mean, it's not a good day for anybody. I would definitely say go take time and, you know, spend it on your other hobbies. Just work extra hard today. I don't know. Just don't keep looking at it because you're just going to bum yourself out. All right, we got EOS coming in at $5.86. That's down 17%. We got Stellar Lumas coming in at 21.2 cents. That's down 12.46%. We got Litecoin at $65. Ouch, that one's hurting for sure. Down 12.7%. What do we got? Cardano coming in at 11.6 cents, down another 11%. Tether's up almost 0.5%. That's funny. All right, well, let's get down here and take a look at my Steam and see how bad I'm, you know, going to be here on my dollar cost averaging that I've been doing with the Steam that you guys were so gracious to give me. $1.06, down 12%. I don't know. I might have to hold on to that one for a minute. It seems like that Steam price has been sliding backwards a little bit. I definitely would like to see it back to the $1.40, if not $2. So this is far from that. But let's go take a look at the Steam back dollar. I haven't even seen what that price is. Let's see what kind of metrics we're getting today for these altcoins. And $1.06. So they only lost 2 cents. They're down 3%. I mean, you know that this isn't really going to drop below $1 because then there'd be a great opportunity to pretty much screw the Steam network. And you know that that's not going to happen. So, you know, I'm not telling anybody what to do or anything like that, but hey, that's not a bad price right there. I doubt that it's going to stay there. I'm sure that as the altcoins inflate, this will inflate too, just like we've been using it as a metrics. It seems like it's been working out pretty good for us. All right. One last thing. Got to plug this Tally account, you guys. I went ahead and moved some funds over there that you guys had sent to my donational address, the one for the channel. So I went ahead and moved those funds over here to the Tally account to help make this number grow a little bit. Maybe it'll give you guys some incentivization to help get me and Samantha off to the Electric Daisy Carnival over in Orlando at Tinkerfield. This is why I set it at a USD price, because this Bitcoin price is constantly changing. I got no clue what the Bitcoin price is going to be. And like, I mean, EDC is actually a little after this, so we're probably looking at 90 days till EDC, but I set this out for as far as I could. That's why there's only 81 days running on this. I only got to get a little bit every single day in order to get there. And once again, you guys aren't giving this money to help me pay my bills or anything like that. You're giving this to help fund me and Samantha get out there and support the cause. We want to run around at EDC and go ahead and talk to everybody or as many people as we can about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. We want to print up some colored flyers with good informational packs. I want to practice my elevator pitch out there. So, I mean, if you guys got a little bit of extra crypto to go ahead and help support the cause, this is a great way so you don't actually have to get out there and do it yourself. Some of us are a little better at the legwork than the others. All right, well, let's stop this screen share and let's see what we got going on with the news. And, of course, we got Samantha here taking care of the chat. How you guys doing today? Thanks for coming out here and joining me, you guys. You know, I know a lot of people are probably really bummed right now about the price. You know, I'm not cashing any out today. Yeah, it sucks a little bit that the Steam price is down, and I'm not going to be getting a bunch of Bitcoin for it to add to my, you know, retirement fund savings, whatever you'd like to call it. But, I mean, on the flip side, hey, I mean, I guess you get a little more Bitcoin if you were to buy some today. Like I was saying a little bit earlier, you know, to me, this is just going to show that as we talk about the 80%er and the 20%er that Adam Meister is always referring to, that the 80%ers are out here and they're trying to day trade this. I mean, like I said, they must be trying to say, oh, well, the ETF was denied, or not denied, but delayed. We're looking at September 30th, and they'll probably delay it again then. We probably won't get any sort of a decision on this until 2019. I think they can delay it for up to like 200 days or something. I don't think they'll go all the way to the extreme of delaying it as long as possible, but I do think that it will be in the early parts of 2019 when we see what's going on with this. So just, you know, hold strong. There's lots of great things. I mean, I am sure that this Bach stuff that's coming up here with the New York Stock Exchange, you know, being able to want to promote this and make it a world currency in November, this should definitely get the price moving. I mean, the Lightning Network is stronger than ever. I mean, I even seen Ivan on Tech out there doing a little programming explaining on Mimblewimble. I've talked about that one a few times. It's going to provide some great privacy features and also go ahead and be able to allow us to put some more transactions in blocks. I don't necessarily think that we'll be seeing that one as a soft fork. I would like to definitely see that as a second tier solution. I think with Lightning Network, Mimblewimble, and Rootstock, we'll be looking at the three, you know, second tier solutions that'll blow Bitcoin up to that $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 once we can get them all developed and working well. But let's actually take a moment. Samantha, who do we got hanging out with us today? Are we filled with wrenches today? Is it looking like a toolbox
There
again?
is quite a few.
I really appreciate you guys coming out here and helping out with the moderation of this channel.
We have Joshua Welling. We
Boom,
have
thanks, buddy. I'm glad to see you out here.
the Rickest Rick, Paul Rouleau,
I know I can count on you guys.
JT Irby,
All right.
I Am For I Am,
Oh, I ain't seen you in a minute, buddy. Thanks for coming out here.
and Tech Lords.
Tech Lords, awesome.
Oh, and Vention.
Benson, my
Hi,
man.
Benson.
All right. We got a good crew going today. All right. So is there any questions, or should I just go ahead and dip in on some of this news, and we'll stop back over and see if they got stuff they want to be asking me about?
Well, Joshua is saying if you have a second to check your Twitter, he sent you some more news. And then he's telling everybody that, to send you news. Like if they get
if you guys got news that you guys
it.
think is important or relevant, I got no problem taking the time to read it. I mean, hey, if you guys can help me out with the legwork, trust me, I appreciate it. Like I said, I've been trying to do a little bit of a side job. We all can't be cashing out cryptocurrency. I wouldn't have none if I had to cash it out all the time. So I'm back to the grind, getting out there. But hey, it's only a little part-time job in the morning. I enjoy it. This guy has a bunch of horses and goats and cows, and I'm just going out there and feeding them and doing a little lawn maintenance and fixing some fences. And it's a little bit of cash under the table, so that's nice too. And get Samantha into a car, maybe help out with a few other things we got going on around here. So big plus there. I love it.
What? Vention just sent $100.
What?
What?
Man, you don't got to do that, but I don't even know what to say.
It's red, and it says, yes, there's multiple zeros. But, okay.
Wow.
Oh, my God. He said, good times, MGTOW checking in.
Man, I love you, buddy. All right. Well, like I said, ETF delayed till the 30th. Don't sweat it. I'm sure that's going to be one of the biggest news everyone's going to be talking about. They're going to be putting their own spin on it. I also see that the Zilliqa delayed their main net. I hate to give financial advice, but as far as I can tell, that thing's a freaking scam. I ain't even looked into it. I don't even know what it is. I just know that like every single day, I got all kinds of bots down there in the comments that I am constantly trying to block so they're not interfering with you guys or scamming you guys in any way, especially to the newcomers to the show that are trying to use the free help desk service that I have at eugeneforest20@gmail.com. So definitely don't invest in that. Don't get involved in it. I mean, if they got to have bots promoting them out there, I know they're up there on the list too.
It's that, like, literally it says like 25 comments and 2 of them are real, and everybody else is just yes.
So I mean, yeah, if they're doing that, crazy
there,
looking bug there. So yeah, that definitely has all the red flags going for me. So hey, let them delay their main net. Maybe this will be some sort of exit scam or something crazy. A lot of people said BitConnect was never going to wash up or go anywhere, and we all knew that was a scam months and months before they went away. I do got a little bit of positive news. We're looking at MetaMask has went ahead and done some integration for Trezor, for Ethereum support, so you can be able to use, your MetaMask to sign a transaction, look at your accounts, keep track of your ERC20 and all those other tokens that they have running on Ethereum. But like I keep telling you guys, Ethereum's network's having a little bit of problem. They got to figure out something with the scaling because, hey, there's a lot of other cryptocurrencies out there gunning for them now. I'm starting to feel a lot more sentiment from people where they're starting to want to fall back to the Bitcoin. And that's one of the things I keep telling you guys. That's why I keep saying I'm 90% Bitcoin, 10% altcoins, because we all got to have a little fun. We all got to gamble a bit. We all got to, roll the dice and see if we can't get something cool. I mean, I did that a little bit in the beginning and made my first Bitcoin off of Dash. So, of course, I'm going to keep at it. I feel like I missed out a little bit last year. But, hey, right now with the bear market that's been happening, with all this retracement, it looks like the altcoins are doing a lot worse than Bitcoin. It looks like that BTC dominance is climbing. I definitely foresee 50% BTC dominance here in the next couple weeks if we continue along this trend like we're going right now. So
we have everybody thanking Vention. Like, everybody. And amazing.
I know. That is.
And Vention goes, I'm a wealthy diesel mechanic.
Diesel. Oh, that's nice. That's one of those ones I don't work on. I know that's different. They got those glow plugs and everything.
And we have Joshua Thomas Hansen. He says congrats to the donation.
Yeah, it's actually quite nice. I don't know what you guys know about how these things pay out, but what happens is it goes to my AdSense account, and they don't actually pay it out to me until it hits $100, and then it's actually like a month or so later that it happens. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be telling you guys all these details, and they take a little bit of it, but so far the only thing that gets added to my AdSense is the commercials that air, at the beginning or the end of this, and I don't think I've reached $100 yet this year. I think it was hanging out at like $82 last time I checked it last month. And I was crossing my fingers a bit that maybe by the end of September or October, I'd have the $100. And I was thinking I'd help toss it at you for a Halloween costume because Samantha loves to dress up. What can I say?
Anything that you could do, yes. JT Irby says another 100 coming to your BTC wallet as I'm on the phone. And I am for I am likes your shirt. What? What?
Hey, we got to get out here. We got to get Bitcoin to the moon, you guys. It's going to happen. I mean.
Oh, Invention said, well done, JT. Google won't take 30% of your donation. I know.
I mean.
I am for I am says institutional money is buying silently.
I mean, a lot of people have been saying that institutional money has been buying slightly or quietly for a while now because they don't really want the news to get out because it is going to be one of those situations that it's like opening the gates and the cows will go a-running. You know, that once they know that someone's in there and buying up millions of dollars, all the rest of the institutional investors aren't going to want to get left behind. But at the same time, I mean, you know, we want them to pump up the price and everything like that. But are you guys ready to sell out? Are you guys really ready to get rid of your Bitcoin for fiat cash at this moment? Because, you know, what are you going to really do? Like, I want to get more Bitcoin. I want them to take a little longer at pumping this price up to the, you know, I would like to see 10,000. All right. I just don't want to see $50,000, $60,000 yet.
Can we have more?
I want more Bitcoin. And if it gets up to 50, 60,000, I might as well just stop trying to collect it because that'll be too expensive for me. I mean, frig, me and Samantha are lucky to clear 30,000, 32,000 a year, it seems like at times. So, I mean, what else we got? Well, since we're dumping on the bad news, let's go ahead and dump on some more crap news. John McAfee, man, that guy is one hell of a scammer out here in this space, isn't he?
Dude is crazy.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd want to tell him to his face. You know, I mean, those neighbors went missing over a dog barking, so.
Like the whole family, just gone.
Yeah. But I mean, he might have he might have to send the SWAT team to get through our defenses here.
We have our own compound.
Yes, we do. All right. Well, he got that BitFi wallet out there that he's representing part of. I don't even know, tying himself to, and he was sitting there promising that $100,000 bounty if somebody could hack it. I mean, it's looking like it's a stripped down Android phone, pretty much, that they're overcharging $120 for, and there's $10 preloaded on it. If you get out there and you start talking bad about it on Twitter, they got an entire bunch of bots that are going to start bad mouthing you and saying that what you're saying is not true. And then at the same time, he's trying to flip it around and say that they're not his bots, that Ledger and Trezor have bots that are bad mouthing the BitFi hardware wallet when it's garbage. I mean, we're seeing people going ahead and saying that they're capable of hacking it, you know, and they're not even going to give them the $100,000. They're using petty excuses like saying that they were insulting people and this and that. You know, hey, it doesn't matter. If I hack your stuff, I'm gonna call you a bunch of names, especially if you were out here saying that it was unhackable.
Oh no, yeah, and oh no, it's not. You didn't hack it the way we need you to hack it.
Yeah, you didn't hack it the way we needed you to hack it, right? Like that's a valid excuse. So don't go buy one of those. Definitely stick with your Trezor, your Ledger Nano S, or Ledger Blue, or you know, the guaranteed ones. And don't go buy one used off eBay either or anything silly like that. Go get one directly from the manufacturer, of course. I always recommend hardware wallets if you got more than $500 in cryptocurrency, which I think I had heard some statistics yesterday that, I mean, not a lot of people are really holding Bitcoin wallets with more than $1,000 in it. So, I mean, I guess I'm one of the lucky few. Yeah.
Benjamin's holding it all. Like, few. Yes. JT Irby says Soros bought 100,000 over the counter, and
at some point they're not going to be able to buy over the counter because you know the amount of Bitcoin in circulation is going to be so low that they're going to have to come to the order books. And I am sure, I'd bet money on it that when that happens, the price of Bitcoin is going to start going up, because as soon as you can physically see those order books getting bought up and changing, I'd pull all the orders I had and spike that price as high as I could possibly get it.
Oh, and Joshua Welling saying, yeah, that his news was that John McAfee is debating Derek Capo of Token Pay tomorrow at 5 p.m. He's against, like, they're debating, yeah.
I mean, it might be fun to watch, I guess.
The dude is crazy.
Yeah, I'm tired of hearing about that crazy guy. I mean, he was selling scam coins on Twitter at like $250,000 a pop and crazy stuff. I mean, the guy's been out there since the beginning with his compound down in South America or whatever.
Yeah.
it's just another one of those silly players in the space. I mean, you might as well be talking about Craig Wright. You know, I mean, another freaking loser out here that's just trying to go ahead and use this cryptocurrency to make their pockets fat. And all they're really doing is hurting the cryptocurrency space because, you know, one of the key features of why I'm out here is that free help desk service, because I don't want to see people get scammed. I've been scammed. I'm sure, you know, if you've been here for a minute, you've been scammed in some way or another. The best thing you can do is just, you know, start collecting your Bitcoin, put it on a hardware wallet, look down the road at 2020 or beyond, and think about how the Bitcoin you have is going to be worth so much that it's going to be able to change your life, and the fact that you'll be able to take better care of your family, buy some of those things you don't have, or just retire early. I mean, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. I am not looking to make $1 million, just looking to get by and not have to keep slaving away till I'm 65 or what. By then they'll be pushing it back to 70 because hopefully they'll extend our life expectancies beyond 100.
Oh, they'll just realize that they have to keep us working longer.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the whole 1%. That 1% of the top, they can't sit there if the 99% of us aren't working for them.
We have I am saying follow the mirror multiplier. It is an excellent tool.
It is.
Yep. And okay, I don't know how to say PewTube. I don't know, but he bought 10,000 of Digibyte. And then Vengeance says that he has 36,000 of Digibyte in his hot wallet. And that's the only altcoin he owns. Nice. Yeah. I didn't know you owned altcoins.
No one's giving financial advice, but I mean, if Vengeance holding some, I might reconsider holding a little bit myself too.
Joshua is saying it will be like WWE for them debating, and that yeah, that he's never gonna watch Capo tear him apart. Yeah, yeah.
He's probably just gonna get mad and make a fool out of himself out there.
JT Irby says he's got his own currency with hookers and coke, for God's sake.
I know, on the $1
yes
bill.
I know. We had to zoom in. I was like, wait, is that real? And I was just like, wait, we have to get a bigger picture of this. And oh yes, it was. Oh, I mean, glory.
I just, you know, don't listen to him and following him financially. I guess it's more fun to get out here and talk about him because it gets us all chuckling, especially on these rough days like today where everyone's looking at losing at least 8% if you are 100% in Bitcoin. I mean, a lot of us are diversified in the altcoins. It was hard not to jump on that boat, especially everything we've seen in 2017. So a lot of us are probably taking a little bit more than an 8% hit. But like I keep telling you, big picture, down the road is what we got to be looking at. Strong hands. Forget about today. We all got other hobbies and passions. Today's the day to go work on them. I'm thinking about getting out here and trying to spend a little more time with my birds today. I got some maintenance I got to do on a few of these pens. I also got to start getting these pens ready for winter so that when it gets cold, they can stay warm. I wouldn't want any birds freezing out here. So maybe we'll work on that today.
It's colder here than
it's a little bit colder here than what we're used to in the Tampa area. We actually got down to the freezing when we first got here at the beginning of the year. We're not used to that. We've been here in Florida for a long time.
Papa Naya Shelley says it wasn't hacked because they couldn't get the funds. At least that's what he has heard. But do we trust McAfee to give the truth?
He had used a backdoor hack or whatever, and they were saying that the backdoor hack wasn't what they were saying the $100,000 bounty was for. It was also that your private key isn't actually supposed to be stored on the BitFi wallet, that you're going to come up with a mnemonic phrase instead, and that the mnemonic phrase is going to hook to their servers, and the algorithm will have the private keys. Hey, if you ain't got your private keys, that sounds like a scam to me for sure. All right. So, I mean, I don't know. It just, McAfee, you know, I ain't going to go buy his hardware wallet. I'm not going to listen to it. I'm not going to trust my financial future in his hands in any way whatsoever. I wouldn't even put McAfee antivirus on my computer. Okay.
Yeah, no, we have somebody else here. TD says hello. And Paul Rouleau says, donation on the way today or tomorrow. We are like super what?
Man, you guys are too good to me.
And then I am. How do we get more adoption?
How do we get more adoption? Development of the Lightning Network. Because chicken and egg situation. Well, a lot of people are saying, what came first? Eggs came first, all right? Dinosaurs were around way before chickens were, and they were all laying eggs. So once we get the Lightning Network going and these merchants can go ahead and get these transactions instantaneously so that we're not all sitting around for a half hour to see if that, Bitcoin transaction went through to be able to pay for a cup of coffee, then maybe some merchants will take it. And then once we get a little bit of stabilization in the price, then the merchants probably won't feel so bad. So that's why I don't say to just hold and hodl. I think it's a combination of hodling a majority and, you know, let's buy a little stuff here and there. Let's send it around to each other. Let's show that this network has use and that you can use it. And as we get more stabilization and we get the Lightning Network and we get Mimblewimble and we get Rootstock and we get all of these things and we start pulling all these great features from the altcoins back to Bitcoin, since we had a chance to test them out on the altcoins and we see what we want and what we don't want and what works and what doesn't work, boom, price of Bitcoin is going to shoot to the moon. And we're going to have that $100,000 Bitcoin. It's just like I keep telling you, I want to get my pockets full of Bitcoins before we get there, because at 100,000, I wouldn't be able to afford a third every year. All right.
Well, we have Murat saying Lightning Network is going to be a disaster.
Oh, no, I can't agree with you on that one, my man. Sorry.
And then I am for I am. Are you worried about centralization of the Lightning Network?
No, not really. I mean, even if there does get to be a little bit of centralization in the network, I'm sure that we'll have other big players get in there. So it'll be a couple, you know, different companies trying to fight for some centralization.
Everything is slightly centralized.
Yeah.
I mean, except for Bitcoin. I mean,
except for the main Bitcoin
yeah.
network is never going to be centralized. So if we get second-tier solutions that have a little bit of centralization, I think that it's only going to be a stepping stone until we can get a little bit more adoption, get Bitcoin to become a world currency. And then when everyone's kind of using Bitcoin as a world currency, then everybody will be looking into it deeper and they'll understand why we need to decentralize this as much as possible.
I mean, it's hard because, I mean, everything, like, fundamentally, like, it will
have
a
talk
little
about
bit.
centralization, go look at EOS, all right? I mean,
Oh,
they're out there. They're making money. A lot of people are supposedly building dApps and all sorts of stuff on top of it. And that's as centralized as it gets, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, let's look at Ripple. I mean, there's a lot of decentralized or centralized cryptocurrencies out there. So if we have a little bit of centralization in the Lightning Network, it's only to help along with adoption. It's only to help get it developed. You know, it will get better. The centralization will fade off into decentralization. You can't just start off decentralized. You can't say, here's a product, everybody in the world start running it, even though there's no real incentive, you know? And I think that once people can start getting a Lightning node running on top of their Bitcoin node, and they can start locking up their Bitcoin in it and earning these transaction fees, interest, whatever word you're going to go with there. And I mean, for a lot of us here that are holding a Bitcoin or two, it'll be a great way to have our Bitcoin still in our pocket and making us some money, right? I mean, you can't beat that. You're going to beat that with a big stick.
Well, we have Murat saying that the Lightning Network will never be decentralized. That's the whole problem. Bitcoin would be used for store of value, not for peer-to-peer electronic cash system.
Well, you know, one of the theories I keep talking about and I say here is that when Bitcoin does get to be like 100,000, 200,000 and some crazy numbers like that, we won't actually be able to use the Bitcoin network. It will end up becoming a store of value. It'll get to be too much per Satoshi to send it around. And that's what I think maybe some of these altcoins, we like Litecoin and stuff, will be what we actually use to transact in, but it'll be pegged to the Bitcoin price to help us determine the value of it. But I think a situation like that, I mean, we're looking 10, 15, 20 years down the road at the earliest, you know, so I'm not really concerned about that stuff. Like I keep telling you guys, you know, we got to look down the road, but don't look so far down the road that you're missing what's right in front of you. You know, like I'm not looking to sell today. I'm not looking to sell this year, but I am looking at a couple stepping stones, you know, coming up here at 2020 and, you know, a couple years after that. I also keep saying you want to double up on your Bitcoin so that you'd have extra Bitcoin to be able to sell all the way up as we get these peaks. You know, bubbles and cycles repeat themselves. I'm sure we're going to have a couple more bubbles before we get complete mass adoption and everyone's using Bitcoin as a world currency. The more countries that fall off with their fiat, it'll definitely help bring this along. I mean,
we have I am saying exactly. EOS scares me. That equals Lightning Network. And then we have Joshua Welling. He's saying, yes, it will. How many nodes do you need? And then he answers his own question. Thousands, millions nodes? Yes, it will be decentralized. Put down the Kool-Aid.
I mean, as soon as it gets a little more developed here and they make it a little more plug and play type of situation, I'm going to get me a Lightning Network. How many of you guys are going to go out and get yourself a Lightning Network node, right? So, I mean, if we're all talking about it and we're all wanting one, I mean, what? So Amazon's going to have to hop out there, start throwing billions of dollars so that they have 3/4 of the channels out there? Come on.
We have JT asking, when is the Bitcoin and coffee party at Eugene and Sam's?
I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've thought about things like I have a bunch of land here and things like that. I would definitely take Bitcoin if people wanted to come camp on my land. I had thought about possibly putting up some little A-frames out here in the woods and renting them out as like little vacation things, but doing it all on cryptocurrency and stuff because, you know, it's not like I'd be looking to make a bunch of money or rent them out all the time and make that a living. It would kind of just be a little something on the side. I definitely find a good way to survive is to have lots of little sources of income coming in so that, you know, one person isn't holding you under their thumb and trying to manipulate you. And if one thing's not working out, you just lean a little more on something else to help take care of the bills.
Joshua Welling saying, you want to contribute to decentralization, run your own node and profit. Litecoin, HT phone, the HTC phone, Raspberry Pi nodes, that'll all help.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're worried, then help decentralize it.
I don't know. To me, if people are scared of centralization, I'm not necessarily all that scared of it. And I know that things are not going to be as centralized as what they are in the fiat cash and the bank system and all of that. I mean, it's ridiculous the way things are with the dollar bill. I mean, and there is no other words for it besides absurd. You know,
it's been absurd for a very long time.
It seems like unless for some reason you're fortunate enough to get yourself into a wonderful job or you come from some, you know, a family with money that can help you during the hard times, like, you know, when you start off life.
When your car breaks.
Yeah, when you start off with nothing, you're going to spend pretty much your entire lives just struggling to get by. And that's all I ever want here is just to get the bills covered and make sure everybody has enough to, you know, be fed and full and couple extra dollars to have some fun and awesome, but I mean, I'm not one to go out and waste it. So I mean, our fun, it don't take all that much.
No.
I mean, the real things in life that are worthwhile don't cost you anything. You know, like bonding with your kids, spending time with your woman, going out and seeing the miraculous, you know, sights of nature. I mean, today I was out there and I seen a little baby raccoon that was this big and I was chasing him around the woods because I thought I'd try to bring him back to Samantha. I mean, if I could bring her home a raccoon, it would be absolutely free and I'd be getting praise for months.
I know. We had a baby squirrel once, but he didn't make it because he fell out of your grandfather's gigantic tree and that's how we got him. So he was too injured.
All right. Well, I hope I've done a little bit to help you guys keep those strong hands today. All right. I mean, shoot me an email. All right. If you're thinking about selling at a loss here, I mean, I know I even got my EOS stop loss called there. And I mean, it went down at a loss. You know, I don't know. I'm not so super stoked about it, but hey, it is what it is. I should have been holding Bitcoin. Lesson learned for sure. But if you're having a hard time today, if you're having bad thoughts, shoot me that email. It's at eugeneforrest@20@gmail.com. I'll talk you down, bro. All right.
We'll get you off the ledge.
Yeah, we'll even Google Hangouts. You can get me and Samantha both on there talking to you. Don't worry about it. It's going to be okay. All right. As always, I got all kinds of tools, links, and affiliation codes listed down there below to help you guys figure out these cryptocurrency markets. Got those donation addresses, but please don't give any more. You guys have already done enough today. I love you guys so much. Thanks for everything you're doing to help get us to EDC. I think it'll be awesome. I'll definitely be making sure I bring you pictures, video, and all that good stuff so you can see us in action. But like I keep saying over and over and over again, get on over to Steam. You know, start collecting that free cryptocurrency where you can. Hey, the price is down, so that means you'll be getting even more Steam today. Upvote my post. All right, comment down below. I think I got a penny to give you now because I'm almost all cashed out. I think I got 3 more weeks left in my 13-week paid out down powering or whatever.
It's going down,
Yeah, but all right, you guys. I love everything you guys are doing. You guys put a smile on my face today in this downward market. Go out and keep your Bitcoin safe.
We'll end on the Rickest Rick saying Bitcoin forever, and I am saying keep hodling.
It is a good day. You just got to look at the bright side, right, Sam?
Yes. All right, guys. Be good, be happy, and bye.